Okay, this is Viva Las Pegasus. Gonna watch it through and see what I think. And this is another map episode. And actually, it seems like they're trying to do sort of odder pairings with the map this season. Like we had Rarity and Pinkie Pie, and now we have Applejack and Fluttershy. I think the last and only time we saw them together was they were trying to contrast them. So okay, it's definitely gonna be interesting. But anyway, ready, go.
The map is sending us where?
Las Pegasus?
But Las Pegasus is a wild vacation spot. It's just one big party.
All those lights and sounds, not to mention the crowds. Oh, just the thought of it is overwhelming.
I know Las place called Las Pegasus now.
Probably not as bad as we think. It can't just be a loud, obnoxious party all the time, right?
Cut.
Applejack? It isn't as bad as we thought.
You're right. It's worse.
That was kind of a cute cut, just like the pop. But alright. So we've got kindness and honesty in Las Vegas, which honesty is probably about as far away as you can get, but so yeah, we can all see why I could use some of that, but anyway, and I'm totally not speaking from experience there, I have never been to Las Vegas, but anyway, I just prefer things here on the east side, but where are we going with this?
Do you think the map could be on the fritz again? I mean, this place seems a lot more suited to Pinkie Pie, or even Rainbow Dash.
Pony Fantastique is brought to you by the chair pony of kindness, Landmain himself!
Ugh.
Wow.
Isn't it supposed to be Elvis Pony?
Sure seems impressive.
Well, it is a little embarrassing. But the crowd seemed to like it.
Mr. Gladmain?
Just glad Maine will do. And it's a pleasure to meet actual cohorts of the Princess of Friendship. Thank you for coming.
He's informed.
You know who we are?
I'm what you might call a friendship connoisseur. So naturally, I'm familiar with the friends of the great Twilight Sparkle. Applejack, Fluttershy. It's an honor to have you here.
Winneapolis ponies again.
Making friends is how I turn this hotel into what it is today. And how I plan to make it.
So is he going to turn out to be on the up and up, or is he going to be a con artist?
Wise ponies may say the folks that come.
Yeah, I kind of don't want Elvis to be a bad guy in MLP, I'll tell the truth there, but
That's why there's a 3-for-1 special on apple fritters in the cafe for the next hour. Enjoy!
apparently Elvis, like, if you knew him in real life, he was actually a really generous sort of guy. But not that everything he did was good, but, I mean, yeah, just his personality, he was really, really, sympathetic towards anyone he heard was in distress, and he would always want to help. So, if this is supposed to be a reference to that, that's pretty cool.
Just in time. I've never seen a pink prairie dog before.
I like the folks that come here to have a unique experience.
And we love him for it. Bit glad
Don't lay it on too thick, though.
Take care of all these little guys.
There doesn't seem to be anything wrong around here at all.
I figured looking for a friendship problem in Las Pegasus would be like trying to find a needle in a stack of needles. The ponies seems to be getting along just fine.
Ladies and gentle ponies, despite what my competition might say, I know you've come to this fair city to be entertained, and I assure you there is nothing more entertaining than the astounding acrobatics in Gladmain's Pony Fantastique. Now, I suppose that might be true if it weren't for the existence and far superiorly entertaining presence of the show-stopping exotic animal act that Pony Fantastique includes.
Those voices sound familiar.
I did hear that they were going to be in this episode.
Flim and flam.
Why, I won't even dignify that assertion with a response. Except to say that if you were to consider buying your tickets from me, I might consider offering them to you at a substantial discount. I've always thought you get what
Flim
you
and
pay
Flam are
for, and in
competing
my
with each
humble
other.
opinion, these tickets are a value at twice the price.
Well, they certainly don't seem to be getting along. You don't suppose we've been brought here to help them?
Absolutely not.
Flam's such a show pony, and Flam has such a head for business. Why, if they ever did work together, they'd be running this place in 2 shakes. Speaking of which, I better get back to work. Y'all enjoy your stay now, you hear?
So we're gonna get into how the two are different now.
Flam and Flam.
And I'm pretty sure there's another friendship problem here, and I'm gonna search this resort top to bottom till I find it.
Why, he's the greatest sales pony that ever lived, of course. Just ask him. He'll tell you all about it.
I'm sure you could work out your differences if you just sat down and talked to each other.
I'm never speaking to that pony again.
Used to be all each other had, and now they're all each other doesn't have.
I thought you two got along.
We used to, but we just can't seem to agree on anything anymore. We used to perform all over Equestria, but if we can't agree on a new act, we might as well stay at Gladmane's forever.
2 friendship problems in the same theater? Now we're talking.
If you count Flim and Flam, that's 3 big friendship problems all in the same place.
Well, I don't
The way
count
it's
Flim and Flam
run.
since those 2 not being friends isn't a problem.
It certainly isn't for Gladmane. Sounds like he's better off with them fighting.
Actually,
So it's
the other
Gladmane
pony's problems seem to be
going to
good for
be
Gladmane too.
the bad
Hope
guy.
the trapeze show.
But how can we get every pony to believe that's what he's doing?
There must
But
be a
we
way
fall.
to trick them into telling the truth.
Gee, if only there was a pony who knew how to trick a trickster. Or maybe a pair of ponies?
Fine. Guess bringing Flim and Flam back together might be why we're here. Maybe.
So he's less
Sorry if I
Elvis
don't
and
take
more
the word something
honky
only
tonk
off the
man.
street.
Do either of you even know what you're fighting over?
Gladmane let me know that ex-brother of mine thinks I'm just a mouthpiece without a single good idea. Gladmane assured me this former fraternal foal here thinks I couldn't sell heat lamps to yaks.
He's afraid that the 2 of you together could move in and take over his resort.
And if I'm
Gladmane is the sunset shimmer of Las Pegasus, then.
You never lie. Oh, brother of mine, I think it's time for a little payback.
That
The
was
cat
easy.
on 2-step? We don't have the chickens. Word is she's planning a resort of her own. I think she's here to scout the competition.
Oh, really?
And with her bits, she could take over the whole strip, hire away any pony she wants. And not me, of course. I love it here. My good-for-nothing brother on the other hoof.
Impossibly rich. What an honor it is to have you at my humble 5-hook resort. I'm sure Flam has done an
These 2 were good.
excellent job showing you around.
What stops them from just leaving to join any competitor?
Well, you see, I have a trick for that, I must confess. And it all has to do with how I handle my employees.
And how is that?
Well, like friends, of course. And I treat every one of my employees with the kindness they deserve.
That's it? That's your secret? There's nothing else?
Nope, just friendship. But you know all about friendship, don't you? Fluttershy,
You knew the whole time?
never try to con a con pony.
Wait, he just admitted he was a con pony.
Takes a lot of work keeping every pony fighting, but as long as I keep them convinced that I'm their only friend, all of Las Pegasus will be mine. Oh, you can't trick a confession out of a pony like me. I am always one step ahead.
Well, you better check your hooves, because you just stepped in a confession.
Oh, no. Oh, no, wait.
Did that sound okay?
Never better!
Flam and Flam told us you'd see right through the fake rich pony bit, and that once you did, you wouldn't be able to resist gloating about it. This was all part of the plan.
They are good.
This is glad, man, yo. Come on, you can't do this.
Glad Main has left the building.
I guess the map
Put him out of business, ruined his career, happy times.
If it weren't for your history with Flim and Flam, you never would have been so determined to find some pony else to help, and we never would have found out what Gladmane was doing.
And if it weren't for you wanting to show even those two con ponies kindness, we never would have been able to trick the trickster.
We invite each and every one of you to experience the wonder of the Pony Fantastic Theater at half the normal cost of admission.
And while you're appreciating this historic venue, totally devoid of performers of any kind, we invite you to use the wonder of your own imaginations to fill
Devoid of
the
performers of
space
any kind.
at no additional charge.
Flim and Flam!
Okay, so not totally redeeming Flim and Flam, and not that much at all, in fact, but, that was... Okay, I might want to see that again, actually, to, determine exactly how good I thought it was, because, I mean, I don't know, I, like, wasn't particularly expecting, like, much from this one. I've been on a, you know, especially after the last one, I mean, you probably know what kind of streak I've been on with this, but, I mean, actually, yeah, almost, that could very well be one of the better ones. That was... I mean, the Gladmane was kind of fun, and I mean, like I said at the beginning, I maybe would have preferred a good Elvis as opposed to a villain Elvis, but I mean, yeah, even so, he made for a pretty good villain, a pretty fun character. Yeah, the setting was a pretty fun place. You know, Viva Pegasus. It was visually interesting. What the plot with Flim and Flam? It seems like they really thought it through. I mean, they kept you on your toes there. It wasn't too obvious or anything like that. It was actually a scheme you could sort of buy working. That was a nice touch. And I mean, it just kind of fun bit, like something like that. They get Flim and Flam to help fool an even worse con artist. I mean, that's hard not to enjoy right there. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a kind of a, in its own way, still a sweet little story, and I mean, still, you know, what happens is for the best and does a lot of characters a lot of good, but yeah, at the same time though, I mean, it's yeah, getting con artists who are still con artists afterwards to help you out. It's not just like a well, total, like, you know, good things must be made good or better, or just something kind of flat like that. I mean, hey, I don't know. I mean, I should probably just take the time to gather my thoughts here, but I mean, yeah, Flim and Flam were fun. Their scheme, Fluttershy doing the rich pony that only talks by whispering to her assistant. That was fun. There was something about that I wanted to say about why they called Applejack and Fluttershy there. That's what I was gonna say. Like how yeah, the map almost seems to anticipate like what's gonna happen. Like it might even be sort of a not just an alarm, but almost like a larger than life sort of conscience. Like that's interesting, and I still think they could have like something to cap off the arc of the map, or at least something to put like some kind of definitive stamp on it instead of just having it be this recurring plot device. So yeah, I think I like how they thought that out. So all in all, that might be a top tier episode, or modestly so. But well, like I said, I want to look through it again. But who wrote this episode? Let me see. Give them their pat on the back there. that they're never ever going to see or care about, but even so. Kevin Burke and Doc Wyatt. Okay, Chris Wyatt, but, okay, so, well, what was the other one they wrote? No, they didn't write Buckball Season, they wrote, The Times They Are a Changeling. Okay, I like this better than The Times They Are Changeling, so, but, and not that The Times They Are a Changeling was bad, but, okay, so, mission accomplished, well done, not much else to say. How about Viva Las Pegasus is the one that, I'm probably gonna find, like, I agree with a lot more people is pretty good, and not the ones they kind of seemed like they wanted to be the hallmarks, the Times Are a Changeling, or Fault in Our Cutie Marks, but this one, so, go figure. Well, I don't know, it seems like they do the sort of fun, visually creative, offbeat plots a lot better than they do the dramatic, quote-unquote, character-defining ones, so, or at least recently it seems like that, but anyway, that's pretty much all I got. Have a good one.